So I'm going to do abdominal and try and knit the top and the bottom together. So I've taken a 5 kilogram wide disc to activate from the lats. I don't want to draw narrow and into myself. I want to open myself, and I activate before I even leave the space of the bar. So I'm rolling down one, call it molecule of the abdominal section at a time, holding on the whole time. You can hear I can basically not speak, lifting up, holding. My shoulder blades are off. My knees have stayed as wide as my hips, and I've just hooked my toes. I'm not holding on. So I'm wanting to curl up through the abdominal structure, keeping the disc where it is. I'm going really slowly to give time to all of the fibers to activate on their own, and stretching up, reaching up from the lowest abdominal muscles all the way to the top. And then I roll through it one by one, holding on. Shoulder blades are off. Inhaling as I lift, drawing in, and exhaling as I lower.
Notice again there's no momentum. You make the muscle do the work.
Take time, be patient, work with it, visualize it, see it.
Also note it's more an upward motion than a forward motion. You're trying to press the weight to the ceiling instead of going back and forth, back and forth. So you're moving up and down.
And as you come down, try and hold yourself off of the mat. So you're drawing the top abdominals into the spine.
So it's a continuous contraction. Even when you go all the way down, the abs are still on.
So you cut the reps. If you're using momentum, you can do piles of these things. If you're using the actual abdominal structure and trying to build fiber, squeeze out fat, draw in information, nutrients as well as other information into the fibers, you've got to take your time. You've got to allow this to happen and occur. It's not a quick, let's just get it done. It's a lot of space mentally into the fibers.
Slow and controlled.
That's us. So the second exercise we're going to do in terms of abdominals is obliques. We start off with basic elementary exercises to get hold of the correct fibers that work through form towards activation, rather than try and do something that the body's not able to do. So do what you do extremely well. Take your time in it. What you want to do here is stack the shoulder on top of the elbow, and the elbow is in line with the hand. The hand is open and relaxed. You're not holding or gripping with that. That will change the entire section. Draw your core in and lean into the blade side of your bottom foot. As you do that, draw your arm up and over, reaching the palm, stretching across the thumb, stretching the oblique from heel to fingertips. And then I draw my leg in and crunch the elbow towards the knee. And exhale, stretching across the fiber. Then activate the fibers here first, and then draw in. So I'm drawing my elbow to my knee because my core, my obliques are straight, crunching.
So you're working the two extremes of the abdominal wall or the oblique, meaning there's a big stretch which is the one extreme, and then a proper solid crunch, which is the other extreme. So from its longest to its shortest.
You want to look out for that happening. Leaning into the shoulder joint. If it starts to happen, stop and start again. Be sure to swap sides. Repeat the exact same process.
Notice it's slow and controlled, there's no rush, there's no momentum. The slower you go, the more contraction, the more strain, the more the muscle has to work. So really focus on moving slow and getting it done properly.
So in the beginning, you do 3 to 4 reps per side. Build that up towards 10 as you gain strength, information, and fitness in the space. Rather do less in form than more out of form. You're building pathways towards excellence. It doesn't exist, you're building it. But if you rush it, it's easy to bypass the entire system. And then you think you've activated a lot, almost nothing. And that's how you do your obliques. So as we move through these paces, we'll gather more and more information. We'll work with different exercises. We'll keep them all basic. The more basic, the more active the body becomes, the more willing it's to release information and build fibers. If you rush through these things, you jump over all of it and you just simply have to start again. So you're prolonging the space of activation. Calm down, come down, and really intrinsically focus. Find the activation and release it. Use the breath with it. It's much easier. The body absorbs the information better. And that's us for today. Yes.